Are you thinking about moving to Abbotsford? Let me be real with you. There are some neighborhoods here that people move into and then regret later. I'm Dilpreet, your Abbotsford relocation specialist. I grew up here. I live here now with my wife, and I help people move here. What I've learned through conversations and personal experience is that if you pick the wrong area, it can impact your lifestyle way more than you think. So let's break down the areas where buyers often feel regret and what areas you should consider instead. First up, you want to avoid high traffic corridors. I'm talking South Fraser Way, closer to downtown, McCallum Road, and Sumas. On the surface, living close to these roads feels super convenient, and you've got restaurants, shopping, and quick access to everything. But there's a flip side. You'll deal with congestion, sirens, and noise almost every hour of the day. When I was younger, I had a friend who bought right off of Clearbrook Road because he wanted that easy highway access. And within a month, he was calling me saying, "Man, I can't even back out of my driveway at rush hour. It's absolutely chaos." Getting in and out of his driveway was super stressful for him. Heck, it was stressful for me. Whenever I was trying to get in there at rush hour, I would have a tough time. And the only reason I would tell a client to live at this property would be if they didn't have to drive. So what's the alternative? If you still want central access near a highway, but less noise, look into neighborhoods like McMillan or Ten Oaks. They're close enough to everything, but far enough that you'll actually enjoy a little peace. Next up, we have flood-prone areas, especially Sumas Prairie. Now let me be clear. Sumas Prairie is stunning. You get open farmland, gorgeous mountain views, and a real country lifestyle. For families who want that, it's an amazing fit. But here's the risk. Abbotsford had a massive flood in 2021 that turned the whole area into what looked like a giant lake. Farms were underwater, homes were damaged, and the cleanup costs were enormous. I volunteered with my rugby club at local farms, and just seeing all the damage, it was absolutely devastating. It was cool to see, though, the community rally and come to help. There were people from all over Abbotsford helping farmers who took huge financial losses. The community here will have your back when you most need it. And that's why I choose to live here. The community is absolutely amazing. In these flood-prone areas, insurance is going to be tricky. Some homeowners can get overland flood coverage, but premiums are going to be really high. And in certain spots, insurers might not even cover it. If you're not prepared for the risk and the stress every rain season, this can quickly turn into buyer's regret. And it's not common for this area to flood. You might see a little bit of flooding, but the type of flooding we had in 2021, it was insane. That's not normal here, but it could happen again. Another area where people don't always think about is anywhere too close to the Abbotsford International Airport or Highway 1. Here's the deal. Homes in these areas are often more affordable and you can get more house for your money, but there's a reason for that. You're dealing with constant airplane noise, especially during air show season, and the steady hum of highway traffic. Fortunately, the air show season isn't very long. I mean, I even hear it at my house off Clearbrook, and I'm not really right beside the highway. Actually, I have a family member, though, who lives right off Highway 1, and every time we're having a barbecue at their place, there's just that low roar of car noises in the background. After a while, you get used to it, but if it's just too stimulating for you, that's not going to be the perfect fit for you. If budget is your concern, but you still want value, check out neighborhoods like Town Line or Blue Ridge. You'll still be on the west side, but with far less noise pollution. Okay, and the last area where buyers are going to feel regretful for buying near is near homeless encampments or support services like the Salvation Army or certain shelters in central Abbotsford. I want to be clear, these organizations do incredible work and they're essential for our community. But for homeowners, living right beside them can mean more foot traffic, occasional loitering, and a different feel to the neighborhood than what you would expect. You're going to see open drug use. You're going to see people doing drugs, high on drugs, or passed out from drugs. Are these people usually harmless? Yes. But is But this isn't what you want to raise a family around. This is not what you want your kids seeing on a daily or weekly basis. Okay, if you want an alternative, if you want central Abbotsford, but without the concerns, look at neighborhoods closer to Mill Lake, kind of in between Mill Lake and the hospital, or certain clear brick residential streets like mine. You don't see as much homelessness or open drug use. You still have good walkability, but there's a different vibe than getting closer to the center. So there you go. Those are the 4 areas in Abbotsford where buyers often feel the most regret. High traffic corridors, flood prone zones like Sumas Prairie, and sometimes even Matsqui. I lived in Matsqui growing up. We didn't see the type of flooding we saw in Sumas Prairie, but there were times of the year where you could see farms flooded. The next one, homes too close to the airport or highway. Those are things you want to avoid unless you don't mind. Some people really don't mind the noise. And properties in your homeless encampments or support services. Maybe there's somebody who doesn't mind living near that. I don't know anybody as of this date, but I would definitely avoid those type of areas. It all depends on your lifestyle, your budget, and what matters most to you. And that's where I come in. My job isn't just to help you buy a house. It's to make sure you choose the right fit for your family. So if you're planning a move to Abbotsford, let's chat about your goals. I have my email link in the description below, or you can book a call with me directly. I also have a relocation guide if you just want more information about relocating to Abbotsford. It's all in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.